Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video will be very controversial. I will be talking about kaachi and my opinion on their debut, and the group as a whole. I will also touch on the subject of non-Asian idols in K-pop. I am a Korean American myself and have my own views and opinions based off this. Many people may disagree with my opinion, however, remember to be respectful of everyone's opinion as they are entitled to believe in what they want to believe. With that being said, let's start the video. So firstly, let's talk about kaachi in general, from a completely unbiased viewpoint. Regardless of other factors, their debut was not good. Despite all their controversy, when analyzing the song, company, dancing, vocals, rapping ability, along with other aspects of K-pop, none of these are strong with kaachi. The chorus sounded like horrendous chanting and sounded like something a 5-year-old child would listen to in order to learn the alphabet. The song also was primarily in English with a tiny amount of Korean, defeating the whole purpose of K-pop. If you would like to hear some positive, I will say that their dancing wasn't the worst, but it definitely needs improvement. Now that we've analyzed the group as a whole, let's talk about their controversies. Firstly, the main issue that angers me personally is the fact that they aren't Asian. Coco is the only Asian member in the group. Now, many people think that this is not a problem to have non-Asians in the K-pop industry, but what they fail to recognize is that the K-pop industry is the largest and one of the very few industries that has large amounts of Asian representation, which is obvious since it is literally Korean pop. As a Korean American myself, it is very noticeable that in American culture Asians are heavily underrepresented. Until recently, it would be very rare to see an Asian doing well in the American music industry or any entertainment industry for that matter. However, K-pop has allowed for an industry in which Asians are heavily represented and acknowledged for their talent, which is what drew me to K-pop in the first place, as I finally found music and people that looked like me and spoke the same language as me. Now that being said, having non-Asian idols in the industry rejects that whole idea and once again is making an industry that was solely reserved for Asians open for other races to join and take over. Now, the problem with this is that these other races tend to have a far easier time making it in the industry and gaining attention, which has clearly been demonstrated by kaachi debuting. It is disgusting to me that they have joined the industry so quickly while those who should be taking part in this industry, Asians because it is part of their culture, are training and struggling to debut. Imagine being a fully Korean citizen wanting to debut in your own home country, training for years, failing, and then seeing some white Americans that cannot speak Korean fluently debut with a crappy song and get 5 million views on their video. This is what is so terrible about kaachi's debut, and it honestly makes my blood boil. Now, if we ignore all these other factors, and even if you disagree with my opinion on non-Asian idols in the industry, a basic requirement for becoming a K-pop idol should be being able to speak the damn language. These girls cannot speak Korean for the life of them and are trying to make it in the Korean music industry. Connect the dots and tell me how that makes sense. It does not. In the same way, EXP Edition was exactly like kaachi, not being able to speak the language yet wanting to invade the Korean music industry. I personally do not see why these non-Asian idols feel the need to make their way into an industry that is not made for them. Lana, another controversial idol, debuted, and though I prefer her to have not debuted, she spent the time to become fluent in the language and learn the culture. She put effort into her dream, and if my facts are correct, trained and learned the language. Though she goes against what I said earlier, I can give her props for at least learning the language. I personally would not support her, but she is much better to me than kaachi in every way and actually has potential. Now, I won't be addressing the other scandals about Jungkook and Blackpink. These are also extremely stupid instances, and I don't even want to bother explaining more about why these girls should not have debuted because I made my point clear enough. With that being said, these girls do not deserve hate. Criticism and hate are two very different things, and sending them malicious comments is never okay. However, I do think they need to get some criticism to rethink their decisions and understand how other people feel about them. So for now, I am going to just try to ignore them and show my love and support for new rookie groups and idols that could be debuting in the future, and I really hope you guys do the same. Thank you for watching this video. I hope that it was somewhat enlightening on this issue. I probably missed some points as I kind of ranted about my opinions without organizing my thoughts. If that's the case, feel free to correct me in the comments and I'll go ahead and leave a comment responding with my own opinion on the matter. Thanks again for watching and stay tuned for more next time.